Depression knows no gender or lack of gender. Abuse knows no gender or lack of gender. Anybody can fall victim to terrible things. And seeking help for those things is nothing to be ashamed of. Asking for help is the most Chad thing in the universe that you can freaking do.
Because while you might be sold on the idea that it's strong to ignore your problems, true bravery is acknowledging that you're not okay. That takes a lot of bravery, and being able to say, you know what, I'm upset. Things in my life aren't perfect. I need help. That is an admission that you are in some ways weak and that you do need help. And that in some ways, in the way that it can weaken your own ego, is really challenging. And anyone who manages to do that is strong and powerful, and I am very proud of you, whoever you are listening. You and me and Ike, proud of you. Keep it up.
Wherever you are in the world, at whatever time, be it a day from now, a month from now, a year from now, 10 years from now, there's a blue novelist and a red demon who are always immensely proud of you, cheering you on every step of the way of your journey, wishing for you to succeed. Always.
And I don't know if you've experienced this, but for me, I think that one of the most interesting parts of this experience is having regulars, you know, people who turn up in chat often, send supers often, that kind of thing, and hearing about their journey is really powerful, you know. And you hear about someone who says, like, sometimes you'll see a super from someone who says, you know, maybe they see something innocuous, like, yeah, I haven't been feeling so well, but I watched your stream and I had fun. And then you don't hear from them for a few months, and then a couple months later they say, yeah, I got diagnosed with this, and now I'm getting inducted I have a place in this new university that I applied for. And it's like, damn.
Yeah, I think that's wonderful. Or people saying that, like, I was struggling a little bit after I graduated, but now after watching you for a little bit, like, that really kept my spirits high, and it allowed me to be in high enough spirits to apply for a job. And guess what? I got the job. That's beautiful. You could, like nothing would make me happier than hearing you succeed in life. Even if it's not because of me. Even if it was just like, hey, I succeeded, not necessarily because of you. I just want to tell you about something great that happened to me. Absolutely. I want to applaud your success, even if I had nothing to do with it. Because you deserve that.
I got nothing to add to that. That was really well put, my man. Why am I all flustered all of a sudden? Oh my goodness.
You're so cute. Moving on.
Moving on. I don't know how I don't know how to run a talk show after oh, okay. But yeah, yeah. Yes, but yes, on the same plane. Yes, certainly. A few years ago, I recall I had an experience where, not, you know, the leader fashion, but I have cross-dressed before. And I've been in I've sort of not too avidly, but when I have, I've sort of, you know, you have like female friends sort of dress you up and help you with makeup, and every single time it's happened, they will be like, oh my god, why are you prettier than I am? And I'm like,
I know the feeling. One of the other thing is, you know what's something that never happens to guys? Getting complimented on the street by a stranger. And not in the objectifying sort of way, like in the genuinely like, hey, sorry, like, you look really nice today. I hope you have a wonderful day. You don't, like, for anybody that is not a dude in the audience, when you tell us that stays with us for years.
Yeah.
You don't understand how much it means to us getting, like, complimented by somebody of the preferred sex, whether that be male, female, both, or neither. it stays with us. And the only time I have ever been complimented by a stranger, it happened 3 times in the same day, and that's when I went downtown in full Lolita. I got complimented by 3 strangers, one of which was an old lady before I went on the bus. When I said, "Oh, you go before me," and when she heard my voice, she very clearly could tell that I was a boy in Lolita fashion, and she said, "Oh, thank you very much. By the way, you look really lovely." And that I still remember that. There was another lady that complimented me, and another cute boy behind the counter when I was ordering a pizza. Because when I spoke, I don't think he expected my kind of voice to come out of what I was wearing. But I still think about that. I still remember that. And I hold it very dear. Because compliments from strangers on the streets like that, at least to me, or I think I speak for a lot of boys, regardless of level of masculinity, femininity, sexual preference, or anything, or gender identity, or anything like that, it stays with us. We treasure those moments because they are very few and far between.
Yeah, like, and I don't think you guys are really, you know, maybe, like, obviously there are some men in the audience, but I think that it's difficult to really think about how rare it is and how impactful it is to give someone not like a sort of flirtatious, like sort of lascivious comment in public and be like, yeah, you know, like a genuine sort of kind-hearted compliment to someone is, especially to a man, is so impactful. Like, I've had them a couple of times, but and I've been on this earth for a long time. They are few and far between. The most what I've experienced is that maybe I'm hanging out with a friend or a couple of friends, and then some people will walk past, and then my friends will say, "Yo, they were checking you out," and I will be like, "Huh? They were? What?" And I just kind of look back and I'm like, oh nice. And I will never forget it. Every single occasion that has happened, I remember it because it feels so rare, you know? So like...
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would do the exact same thing for you. You're a wonderful, handsome demon.
I think you're a very handsome novelist, and all of those compliments that you received in that lovely Lolita dress, I feel as though you deserved, and 10 times more even when not wearing it, because I think that your fashion sense is amazing, and the smile that you wear when you're in public is second to none, you know?
You're too kind. You're too kind. Yeah, one of the things as me as a creative person, in my time, I wrote on a lot of novels. Some of them got fairly popular, but after a while it felt like some of those novels that I wrote, people didn't flock to the novels that I wrote because I'm the one who wrote them. They flocked to the novels that I'd already written because of what was written in them. So when I wrote those novels, and I wrote sequels to those novels because I thought that's what people wanted, it wasn't exactly fulfilling to me, but it's what kept people reading. And as long as people kept reading my works and getting joy out of it, that's all that mattered to me. But there was this hollowness, because it wasn't the novels that I wanted to write. It's the novels that the people wanted me to. And as much as a people pleaser as I am, I'm still human. I'm a person. I want to be perceived. I want to be appreciated for the things that I'm passionate about. And NIJISANJI, even though I'm not writing as many novels as I used to be, first time in a long while, people are here because of me, and not because of what I do. And that's the most beautiful thing that I believe I could ever receive. So thank you to every single person, be they mistakes, minions, Lukubs, Kindred, or Krildren, or anyone else in this world that spent even a fraction of a second watching me, NIJISANJI En, NIJISANJI, a VTuber, indie or corporate, if you spend time giving us the time of the day because we are us and not because of the things that we do, you will always hold a special place in my heart. Thank you.
I don't know if I have any way of adding to that. That was really concise and poetic, emotional and perfect, and I don't think that I could express it any better myself.
All the same, I am incredibly flattered, incredibly happy that you wanted to have me on your show, Vox. It is an honor and a privilege.
It's a privilege to have you here as well. I mean, it's one of those things that, you know, we talk about the experience of joining NIJISANJI, but like, us in Luxium, we met before any one of us was even remotely famous. And so we were just bros. And then all of a sudden we had fans, and all of a sudden we had followers, and all of a sudden we were a unit. And that is a strange experience, because suddenly we weren't friends with the boys, we were friends with very famous people. And to me, even though they're my boys, there's still a part of me that thinks about how lucky I am that I get to call these people my friends, you know?
Likewise. I love NIJISANJI!
Ah, let's go!
Baba Booey.
Oh!
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey!